So, have you ever been to that party where everyone becomes an expert about weight loss? All of a sudden, everyone has the number one thing that will get you to the body you wanted. Some will say it's in the kitchen. Oh, it's a mind thing. And squats apparently will do it. Sometimes even intermittent fasting, keto. Those are all wonderful things that will give you weight loss. But they are not your biggest struggle. Sometimes, if not most of the times, that is that person's biggest struggle. Whether if it's done in the kitchen is probably that person's failure as to why he didn't get or she got to the point to where they wanted to be. While we're on the keto and the intermittent fasting subject, because it seems to be everyone's latest defense, those two things are things that educate you. Yes, that's one thing that's good. Two, they give you weight loss. Two, that's good. You want to know what they don't give you? They don't give you muscle mass, and they don't help you understand weight loss. Because all they do is they help you understand those things. It's like me telling you, go do cardio, because cardio is going to make you lose weight. Of course it is. Just like the Atkins, and just like any other diet that's out there. The grapefruit diet, that's another good one. If you become an expert at any of these phases, as I like to call them, you will achieve other different modes or levels of weight loss. And that's a great thing. That is how weight loss works. It is not one or two of the things that they brought up at the party. It is all of the above. Now, whether or not if you get good at one of them more than the other is up to you. You can achieve certain things better than others. Just like the intermittent fasting and the keto that is happening right now. For some reason, it's the hidden secret or the gem. Well, that's what it was to the Atkins people. That's what it was to anyone that did the water diet. Whatever works for you is good. That's fine. That is exactly how weight loss works. Use it as long as it's safe. Check with your doctor, check with whoever it is that you got to check with to make sure you're doing something that is consciously safe. Next topic. If you're looking for the excuse or the reason as to why you got fat or why you're not losing weight on this channel right now so you can get up and run, that's not what this is about. What I'm here to do is I'm here to take you as the conductor of this train, not this one literally, but it's kind of nice that it's in the background. I'm the conductor of this train, and I am taking you to the very end. You're not to get off at any point down the way, because what I want you to do is to learn about weight loss before you get into the gym. That is how weight loss works. You have to see it in its entirety, so that way you can understand what it is before you go into the gym, before you go into keto, before you go into intermittent fasting. Now, one thing I didn't mention, which is the best of the fads. And I want you all to know that there is nothing that beats exercise. Right off the top, I'm not even going to hide it or bring it out like it's some hidden gem, because it's not. This channel is not entirely about bodybuilding. It's not about, eating correctly. It is about all of the above, so that way you can get to your goal. And your goal, even though you may want to look like everyone else, is not the same as everyone else. So back to my topic, which is what it is that you need to focus on the most and how it is that you are going to get there. So before you step into the gym or create energy, as you call it, you need to do one thing, and that is speed up your metabolism. The way you have to do that is by cutting down on the food that you feed yourself that comes in a box or that is very complex. Now, what I mean by complex is if it is made in a factory where scientists have put it together, or whatever you want to call them, people that put food together, if those people have to put your food together, that's not the food I'm talking about. You have to minimize the stress on your stomach. So let's speed up your metabolism by cutting down on the stuff that you get that is in a box or processed in some type of way. On top of that list, in the number 1 or number 2, whichever way you want to put it, is meats. Meats are very dense. Now, I am not going off of what I have read or what I have heard. I'm going from experience, okay? For a long period of time, I wanted to avoid the conversation of even neglecting meat. But the time is now, okay? And I wanted to prevent from people jumping off and saying, oh, he's another one of those vegans. I'm not telling you to be vegan. I'm asking you that if you want to speed up your metabolism, there's one way to do it and one way only, which is to lighten up the load. You can continue to eat meat. But if you want my advice is cut down on the dense foods that you're applying to your stomach, so that way you can have more energy, so you can continue your day, whether if it's in the gym or with your kids, or if you want to just start getting yourself active. Next topic. The number 1 target is always going to be the area that you need to work on the most. So that is going to be the one place that you want to hit from the very beginning, because during those phases, whether if it's the Atkins, intermittent fasting, or the keto, you're still going to have to be working out. And as you're working out, you're going to be targeting the area that you need to hit the most during one of those phases. We'll get into the time slot as far, you know what, I'll just tell you guys right now. The time slot of a phase is about 3 months. And the reason why that is because you've got 2 parts of your brain. One is the adventurous and one is the comfortable. When your brain starts to become a little bit too adventurous, your comfort side starts to pull back, because it's the safety side of your brain. It's the one that's trying to prevent too much before it can adjust. That's how evolution works. It is encrypted into our DNA. So if you're trying to go beyond that, you'll notice that your plateau, same all the way through. No growth. You can continue to combat weight gain, but you won't win in the weight loss battle when it comes to that. You have to do something different. You have to go outside of your body's expectations, because it already knows what you're trying to do. So during those times is typically when people decide to say that they have failed, but that is not a failure. And that is what most people are failing to recognize, is that you didn't fail. You just stopped after the first time that you stopped, after the whatever phase that it was that you were in. That's all for today. I'm gonna keep these coming. You guys gotta subscribe. You guys gotta share, because you know what? It's messed up that a lot of companies out there, and I've got one in mind, but I know there's others. There's a lot of companies out there that are making powder that have their hands in your back pocket while they're trying to feed you something in the front to try and tell you that weight loss is in that bottle. And that's real messed up, because some of the people that are looking for help are the most vulnerable. And that really bothers me. So please, if you know someone, I mean, I'm talking as low as 16 years old to as much as 80 years old. This advice is good for them, because if you think that weight loss had something to do with just being inside of the gym, you've got it all messed up, because it never had anything to do with the gym. The gym is another piece of convenience. It was there to help us. It was never there because that's what we needed, so that way we can be muscular. Share my stuff with people that you know that are possibly following the wrong thing. Let them give you an opinion. Don't take it so literal. You know, just listen. Subscribe, share, all that stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your day. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.